Okay, so water quality standards, what are they? We think about water quality standards as kind of a three-legged stool, three main components to water quality standards, and they are designated uses, water quality criteria, and then an anti-degradation policy. Let's talk about each of those. The first one is designated uses. What this means is for all of the waters in the state, we identify what the designated use for that water is, and that use can be by people, how people use that water. It also can be by how the critters that live there use that water. And so we can have designated uses for human health. Can we eat the fish? Recreation, can we swim in that water? Wildlife, who uses it, amphibians and other kind of terrestrial aquatic species. But the important thing too is that in the fish and aquatic life category, the fish and aquatic life that use those waters, the temperature of the water largely influences an aquatic system, who lives where. And so the designated uses that we have are largely based around temperature, but also kind of the size of the system and generally what kinds of species are going to be using that water. So we have a cold water category, warm water sports fish, largemouth bass, warm water forage fish. So some of these streams that might not be producing the fish that we like to harvest are still important because they're producing forage fish and kind of part of the larger system. So those systems are included as well. And then limited forage fish, limited aquatic life. The important thing here is that for these designated uses, there are different water quality criteria. So the first thing we need to understand is what the designated use is of a water body, and then for those different water bodies, there are different water quality criteria.